Well, welcome to the VERGE Accelerate portion of today's program. VERGE Accelerate is a program that has really been a cornerstone of VERGE really since its inception, and to the extent that supporting and helping scale, identify, and help grow promising entrepreneurs.
Thank you. I'm here to talk to you today about how we feed a world of 10 billion people. But first, a question. How many days ago do you think this apple was picked? 3, good guess. This is my daughter Maya, and she loves apples. They're her favorite food. And it used to be that an apple would be a pretty healthy snack. Today, though, a typical supermarket apple is mostly sugar. In fact, the nutritional content of our produce has plummeted since 1970. We're getting less nutritional value for our money, and we're chasing expensive supplements and vitamins to make up the difference. This apple was picked 8 months ago. We need to grow our food closer to home, and indoor agriculture has stepped up to fill that gap. It's going to be a $9 billion industry, but there's one problem. When you farm inside, you lose the sun. So how do you grow plants without sunlight? Well, you need grow lights, thousands of them, that collectively burn through 1 billion kilowatt hours a year. How do you keep plants healthy without the sun? Well, you need oceans of chemicals and pesticides that run off and make their way to the ocean and create dead zones like this one in the Gulf of Mexico. That cloudy area you see is the size of Connecticut. This is a downward spiral, but it's not the only way. We can do better by aligning with nature, by farming completely organically, using regenerative methods in living soil, doing that indoors at a massive scale. That's a big part of the answer to how we decarbonize food and feed a world of 10 billion people, but we can't do it without the sun. And that's the problem our company set out to solve. So we built little suns. We built lights that reproduce true sunlight, and 3 years of testing has shown an average 25% increase in agricultural yield and increased nutrient density. Ours is the only system that makes it feasible and profitable to farm completely organically using regenerative methods indoors at a commercial scale. Our systems use at least 37% less electricity than LEDs, and our bulbs last more than twice as long. We've showcased our technology at MIT and just down the road at NASA, among many others. And along the way, we've built a pipeline with over $3 million in near-term sales potential. Horticultural lighting is already a billion-dollar market, and it's projected to double by 2025. We believe that our food should make us feel better, should make us live better, should taste like it comes from Grandma's garden. If you want this to be part of your legacy, come see me at the showcase tomorrow and see the light for yourself. Thank you.
All right. So let's talk about what we just saw. Emily, I think most of these were fresh companies for you. Yeah. What stood out to you most promising? Any red flags?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see, as far as focus areas, so again, we focus primarily on software, and it looked like there were 3 that stood out on the software side. So WattLearn, Malka, and Evolve Power. That being said, I think Elon's work and point is so important that hardware is hard, and so having partners who do that is essential. And actually, I think some of the most interesting companies that we heard from are in the hardware space. Azentive, I believe, is the pronunciation. The indoor ag focused on the principles of sun and how to put those into grow lights. I think that's a massive. David talked about the market size, which is critical, I think, for every team to talk about the market size.